Now there is something called as a kwargs also, which has double stars. Okay, so imagine kwargs as a flexible bag where you can throw any named items you want. What are named items? Named items are arguments which are passed in this format. You see, this is a named item. Named item. So this could be anything. Okay, don't confuse. I mean, named item means this. I am giving the name, which you can say as a key, and its value also. I'm giving the name also, okay, for the variable, and I'm giving the value of the variable also. So these are called named items. So what is star star quarks is a flexible bag where you can throw in named items as much as you want. Okay, so let's say I have designed a function def print underscore detail similar to this print underscore number. I'm defining print underscore detail star star quarks. Here what I have used? I have used only args. Here I'm using star star quarks. Means what does this mean? Means this function can accept any number of named items. Here these are not named items. These are direct values. Okay, but if I use star star quarks, I can accept any number of named items. We call the bag as quarks. Okay, the flexible bag which we were discussing here, which we took it as an analogy, we call it as a quarks. So these are like standard names. Okay, args and then quarks. Quarks helps in named items. Args helps in non-named items. These are not named items. Okay, these are direct values. What are named items? These are named items. Okay, in the bottom example you will understand more. You see here, in this I use star args, right? The similar, this is the similar similar example I'm taking here. The only difference is instead of star args, I'm taking star star quarks. Okay, print underscore details star star quarks. Now, because I'm taking star star quarks and I'm working with named items. Named items means what? This is name, this is couple. These are named items, right? This is another named item. This is another named item in the form of key value kind of a pair. These are not exactly key value pairs because key value pairs are like this: key and comma value. Oh, comma, key and colon value. I'm calling these named values because instead of colon, here I'm using equal to. So these are named items. Okay. So I'm using these named items. So now Quarks has an ability to accept any number of named items. args has an ability to accept any number of non-named items. Okay, args has an ability to accept any number of non-named items. These are not named, right? Non-named items. Sorry. Quarks has an ability to accept any number of named items. Okay, then I'm using the simple quarks dot item because this is whatever I write here, right? It will be passed here, and this quarks behaves as an quarks behaves as an dictionary. So I can use all the dictionary operations. So if quarks is a dictionary, so I can use an dot items functions, right? Which we learned in dictionary in the last class. Okay. So these values will be passed in this here. It will become an dictionary as an behavior by default behavior in Python, and I can fetch key and value pair, and then I can directly print it. See, args, positional arguments. Think of star args as a way to send a bunch of items to a function, one after the another, without giving them specific names. When I was using args as an example, I was not using specific names, right? I was directly giving the values. But when I'm using quarks, I'm giving specific labels or keys, right? These are specific. What is this? This is a name. What is this? This is an age. What is this? This is a country. I'm already specifying it and then giving it to the function. Then the function, if I'm using star args, the function collects all these items into a tuple called args. So here kwargs is a behaving as a dictionary. So I can perform all dictionary operations on kwargs. Args is behaving as a tuple. So wherever I'm using args, this args is a tuple. So I can perform all the operations which are associated with the tuple, because args is a tuple, right? So that's why I can perform all the operations which are related to tuple, which we understood in our previous classes. So all those functionalities I can perform on this args. On kwargs, I can perform all the operations which are associated with dictionaries. So it's useful when you don't know how many items the user will provide. That is what I mentioned you, right? I'm unsure about the inputs which I need to provide. The order of these argument matters. The order in which you give, right, it will matter. Or what does I mean by order? Order means I'm using, so this is an order, right? So the first is at first place, second is at second place, third, fourth, this is at eighth place, and this couple is at ninth place, this is at 10th place, this is at 20. So the order, the way I'm giving, what it is telling, it does matter. The order of the arguments matter. But in kwargs, the order of these arguments does not matter. Why it does not matter? Because I'm already specifying it, what this is. I'm already specifying. If I specify this instead of here also, right? Uh, uh, it does not matter much. Okay, it does not matter much. Why it does not matter? Because it doesn't change any kind of an functionality difference. Although age is coming first, the element couple is at the end, but it doesn't matter much. Why it doesn't matter? Because I'm already specifying the names of these values. Okay, so it's very clear to me. But here I'm not specifying, right? What are these numbers? These are numbers associated to what? I'm not specifying. So that's why order matters here more than order here. Okay, that is what we have written here. It is used when you want to pass key value pairs to a function. Okay, that is what we were doing. The function collects these label items into dictionary called kwargs, and we can perform dictionary related operations. Now in this example, I'm using both. I'm using args as well as kwargs. Star args, star kwargs. For value in args, positional argument. Yeah, let me just comment this out. So if you see here, let me just type to print. Um, okay, got an error. Okay. Uh, but why it gave the error? 1 minute. Yeah, now it's working. Okay. So here in this, now you guys have to separate it. Okay. I'm using args and kwargs, both of them. Okay. In this is the function name, print details, print details. In this, there are named items as well as non-named items. Okay, both of them are here. So which are named items, which are non-named items? These are non-named items, and oh, including this all these values are non-named items, and these are named items. Okay, you got it right. Now when I'm running these functions, the non-named values will go where? Will go into args, right? Will go into args. And the named values, these values, this supposed to go into here, this supposed to go into kwargs. Okay, you see here. Think of args as a way to send bunch of items one after another without giving them specific names.
Hey everyone, hope you enjoyed our session at LWP Labs. For more videos like this, you can subscribe to our channel and contact the number for live classes. The future is now with AI.